Imagine this, a beautiful lady in a bright Kanjivaram sari. No, no, she's not going to a temple. She has jasmine flowers on her hair. She's not going to a wedding, also. She's actually riding a Royal Enfield Bullet, cruising through the streets of Kerala, her silk sari fluttering behind her, and she's riding the bike like she owns the road, she owns the place. That lady is me. Emphasis on beautiful. That actually is not reality. That is my dream. So, one day I woke up and I decided, let's make this dream a reality. I enrolled into a driving school for my two-wheeler driving license, and I was really excited for it. On the day of the school, I got up early, went to the driving school. The instructor, he took me to a huge ground. There were dozens of hopefuls who were practicing to ride the bike. Only thing, they were not riding the bike, they were wobbling like penguins, waddling like penguins. And I thought to myself, in fact, I chuckled inwardly. I said, look at those poor souls. Watch me. Give me 2 minutes and I'll master this skill. And then reality hit. All right. As I twisted the throttle, the engine roared like a lion. And I screamed like a goat. So instead of going straight, I went zig, zag, and I almost introduced myself to a tall coconut tree. My instructor was running behind me saying, brake, clutch, balance, stop. And for a minute, I thought he was calling out the names of his children. Meanwhile, you remember those penguins? They were peacefully cruising in circles, round and round in the ground, like monks in meditation. And me, I was looking like the stunt man from the Well of Death, that carnival stunt where those bikers go in circles sideways. And then something happened. The instructor came running behind me, screaming, stop, stop, stop. Those bikers, they actually get cheers and applauses. I got to stop. That's when I realized dreams are glamorous. But to achieve it, you need to stumble, fall, and relearn again. Good morning, dear dignitaries, my fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I am Smita Mohan, and I dare to dream. A leadership coach by profession, I coach people to achieve their dreams. But I thought, before that, I need to achieve my dream. I grew up in Mumbai. I am the only child, so I thought I will have it easy. Because that's how it's meant to be, right? Wrong. In Malayalam, there is a saying which goes, if you're a single child, you should be disciplined with a stick. And my parents followed it to the letter. So, no TV time, study hard, no friends after sunset, and boys, absolutely banned. Even a phone call from one of my male classmates would be treated like a national scandal. So then, I had nothing else to do. I studied hard, got my graduation degree in mathematics. Then MBA happened. The minute I stepped foot into that campus, I threw the rule book out of the window. I made a lot of friends, many of them boys, and then I met one really special friend. I still remember the first time I saw him. Sitting in a corner, absolutely silent, wearing a blue shirt, and looking very serious. And then my eyes landed on his thick, glorious Malayali mustache. And I thought to myself, who wears a mustache like that in this age? Anyway, 2 years flew by and I got 2 certifications. Not one, but 2 certifications. The first one was my MBA degree certification. Second one was my marriage service. So I fell head over heels with that mustached man and married him. Soon we moved to Dubai, the city of dreams and hopes. We both started dreaming together about our future and we made a lot of plans. But there is one problem when couples dream together. We dream two different things. He dreamt of a bigger TV, I dreamt of a slimmer waistline. He dreamt of a fancier car, I dreamt of driving it without terrifying pedestrians. And in the middle of all this, life went on. And let me hurry up then. Life went on. And in my coaching, I always tell my clients dreaming is easy. Dreaming is very, very easy for everybody. But achieving is a very difficult task. You will wobble, you will fall, but you need to lift yourself up and get back on that bike to reach your destination. You know, your mistakes are not your failures. It is merely a feedback on how to get back on that bike and reach your dream. So, next time, if you are going in Kerala, driving through the roads, you see a lady on a bullet. Bullet is what we call the Royal Enfield back in Kerala, not the other. Bullet. And slow down. Maybe that's me, ultimately living my dream. So, before I conclude, I would like to ask you, what is your motorbike? Thank you very much.
It was like a Bollywood movie that I'm watching, and I was totally engrossed. And I was finding it so difficult to just see what recommendation I should give you, because I think you are a ready speaker, you are already there. And but yes, as a protocol, some recommendations are must. And I think which I'm going to speak now should help you to become a better speaker. And one of them is like when you are delivering a speech, when you're talking, when you're opening, you take one portion of this stage, speak, stay here. Most of the time, you're walking and talking. So that is something that you should not do it, because if you stay for a particular portion, it creates a very good positive impact. And another one, pauses. Pace a little bit if you can slow down. And the effect of pauses, if you want to see, I would recommend you just you go and watch some speeches of our ex-Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He will say something and then he will look here and there, and the audience will feel what is next.